Hello, everyone. Andrew McKee here, the Irish Bard, here with Faire Life on Monday evening. It's been a while, right? Oh my gosh. We finally are back, and that is wonderful. I'm so happy about that. So good, so good. Ah, I'm going to move a few things around here and get everything looking as it should. Because, yeah, it has been a nice little break from the crazy grind that we were going through week after week after week. I know you all, well, most of you were there with me through a lot of it, so you kind of got to see a bit of it. Yeah, it was nuts, but we did get a break, and it feels great. I cannot even begin. You can probably tell if you look at me, you can see, oh my gosh, he looks kind of like, awake and healthy and all that kind of stuff. Oh my gosh, what happened? That's what a vacation does for you if you do your vacation right. And that's the key. You can't just go out and party too much, and it's lets loose a lot of emotion, but you're still exhausted afterwards. You have to balance it out. You have to. So yes, thank you, thank you, everybody. So yeah, it is a good one. It is a good one. Oh, is that a little silver up there? Maybe it is, Susan. I don't know. I did. Maybe you noticed I changed the camera settings and everything, so I do have a completely different look. Well, I mean, it's at least a little different than what you have seen me have before, and I hope you appreciate it because it is a really good, I think, good coloring in my face and good background and everything. I think it's a good setup. So, yeah, let me know what you think of the camera while you drink. Yeah, I said that. But yeah, hi Kathy, hi Jan, hi Susan, hi Drew, hi Brent. Yeah, a lot. Oh gosh, a lot of people over here tonight on a little bit of a break after after New Year's and everything. Thank you. Susan says that I look much rosier, not as washed out as before, and I appreciate that. That is really, really cool. And Drew thinks the lighting is better. Awesome. Great to hear. That is very important because I did spend a bit of time, and it's been a process. Every time I would make some corrections and changes throughout last year, I learned something, and that it has helped a lot. I think it's getting a lot better. Ah, Susan, I missed this too. Thanks for saying that you missed this, because yeah, I mean, we thought about maybe not doing this tonight, but we just couldn't not do it. We couldn't not. It was, yeah, it was important. So important to see all of y'all, and at least as much as I can in this situation, and be able to say hi, because it has been a while. Oh my gosh, I'm thinking about it. When was the last time? It's been like a couple of weeks, kind of. My goodness, that boggles my mind. Just boggles my mind. Boggles. Well, okay. So, oh, and hi, Kurt. So here's the thing about. And Susan says that I missed the adoration. Honestly, that's not it. But I appreciate you thinking that that's the case, because that just means that you think I'm more of a musician than I probably am. So I'll take that. I will take that. Thank you. Thank you. The framing, yeah. I mean, I did a lot of little tweaks. And for those of you that saw my show on New Year's Eve, you probably saw some of that there. This is even a little better than that, but the quality was just really, really good. It was a phenomenal show. And Lee makes a really good point. Please share the stream and invite your friends. That is the most important thing at the beginning of of any live stream. So just take a quick break and go over, and you should see it. Let's see, it's right over there. No, it's right over here. Well, it's somewhere down here, depending on whether you're on a phone or on a computer or whatever. Go and click on the share button and share it on your page on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It really makes a huge difference for us. Oh, right, yeah, I did the microphone. The microphone's a little lower than I have been having. But no, it's actually a little bit away. If you look at it, it's kind of a perspective thing. I'm still, like, it's a bit of ways. So I think, what, about that far, actually. So, yeah, we've got some. It's just because it's closer to the camera, it makes it look like that nice Yeah, the kind of tricks they do in TV and movies. But yes, so far it's not going to bop me in the head. Unless I want it to, and we'll see how the show goes. That might be how I close it out. I give the mic a headbutt. Actually, that does sound like me now that I think about it. We'll see if it happens. But thanks, Jan, for sharing. We appreciate it. We really do. It does make a difference. Oh my gosh, I'm voguing. Okay. Oh, and Drew says he's on Facebook and YouTube. Well, Drew, tell us, which looks better? Is it better on Facebook or is it better on YouTube? Please, I'm really curious about this. Which do you think is better? I mean, admittedly, Facebook is a little smaller, limited to 720p, and YouTube is larger at 1080p. But you know, different things. I'd be curious which one you prefer, because that is always a fun thing, always an interesting question. And I know some people just prefer one to the other because they're just more comfortable on either Facebook or YouTube for whatever reason. And hey, Damaris, hey yo. Yeah, I mean, it really does feel like a reunion now. It seems like it's after seeing each other week after week after week, just occasionally missing a week here or a week there. It's been a couple of weeks, and now it seems like forever. I mean, in 2020 time, that's like several months. It's crazy. It's like instead of dog years, it's COVID years. It's really nuts. Oh my goodness. So yeah, what I was saying was my show on New Year's Eve, I think that kind of had a really good look to it. So I think that was sort of where I did pretty good. The lighting, it was very good. I learned a few more things from that, and I tried to tweak that here. So I think the lighting kind of works. And yeah, oh, okay. Alacia says that she prefers Facebook for the chatter and YouTube for the video. And that's pretty true. I think YouTube has slightly better video quality, and Facebook is certainly more social. But, and she really made the hindsight is literally 2020 joke. She did say that. You know, for once, I didn't say it, so we'll just call that a victory. We'll call that a victory. Somebody else beat me to it, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And Susan is commenting on my shirt. Yes, yes. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here's the shirt. I'll go ahead and stand up so that you can see it. So it's Maz Eisley of Tatooine, No Droids, Live Music, Cantina, where our friends don't like you, and we don't like you either. Live music all week. So yes, that was a Christmas gift. So I thought I should definitely wear it for the first show. And Drew says he can't comment on Roku. Yeah, that is one of the issues with Roku. Yeah, that is kind of strange. Roku is certainly advantageous in many ways to be able to switch between a lot of different options, but a lot of different channels. It's not a good social place. And I do. And Leah's right. I do choose my shirts carefully for all of y'all. This one, I did put thought into this. And Susan says, you be careful. I have the death sentence and 12 Facebook groups. Very good. Very good. I like that one. That is really good. Oh my gosh. You know, I think I have a few. I have the death sentence in a few of them myself. Right. Yeah, and Alicia, you're right. It is a great Christmas gift for me. I really, yes, always good. It was a gift from the Queen. So yeah, that's always fun. And yeah, Lee kind of reiterated that where Facebook is more set up for being social, where YouTube is more for watching, and that's very true. I kind of wish there was sort of like a merging almost, where both of them could kind of get the best of both worlds and have one service that does it all. But yeah, I mean, we're working on that. We are. We're looking at that. It's and Twitch, of course, is one of the places people have talked about, but it has disadvantages too. So we are carefully checking that out. If anybody has any suggestions, please share, because we are constantly growing. I mean, I think we started out on our first show splitting it between Facebook and YouTube, and we've done it on pretty much every show since last March. We found that important to not just stick to one, because there were plenty of people that use their Roku to watch YouTube videos, and uh, others that are strictly on Facebook and don't really go to YouTube too much, except occasionally they fall down the YouTube rabbit hole, and 3 hours later they realize they've been watching videos for a while. Um, yeah, and Susan's right. Twitch has it's some people aren't comfortable there, so we've talked about maybe expanding to Twitch and going there, or as well to give another option, but that has its own problems. So the good news is that if I wanted to expand to other services, it's not too hard with my setup, which is kind of nice. And it is still my setup. I'm not going through a separate service like Restream or something like that that does it for me. I do it all here. I'm sending out two separate streams from my computer right now. And I can tweak them to be optimal on both. And that's why I like it, because the quality is, you won't find that with another service very easily. And oh, okay. So Susan uses her Fire Stick to watch it on the telly. That's nice. That's nice. And Laisha says Twitch has yelling roommates. That's right. I tried to block everything out, but if you listen carefully, you might actually hear one of my roommates on Twitch yelling right now. It's possible. It's possible. And oh, that is very good point, Lee. That's one of the things we're going to be working on this year, and that is expanding our staff, and that is going to happen. It is going to be a big progression this year. I don't know. Lee might have a thought on this, but I expect to add at least several more people throughout the year. Maybe a lot, but at least several more people in key areas that are going to help out a lot. Even just a little bit of help in one thing makes a big difference, because we have a lot of different things coming up, which are going to be great. And yeah, Lee, yeah, she said she just realized you haven't heard the roommate yell in a while. There's a reason why, and that's because he has a job now with Google, so he works a lot now, and also he's not doing games as much as he used to. He's actually, believe it or not, I think I've been a good influence on him. He's been composing music on Twitch streams and working on that, and I think that's pretty cool. In fact, that's something I maybe start looking into myself. Not necessarily with Life's Affair, although maybe. But there's a lot of cool things. It's not just Life's Affair that's getting a lot of new stuff. Now that I've started to manage time a lot better, and we're kind of working out how to do everything we want to do without me only getting a few hours sleep a night. So and Lee too. She was staying up late too. Now I can start doing some more of my own music and really approaching that, because I let that slide a lot last year, and it's my fault. But at the time, I thought it was for a good cause. I thought Life's Affair was really important, and I wanted to do it, and I don't regret that. I really don't. That's true. And talking about good influences, Lee has always been a good influence on me as far as being more organized and thinking farther ahead. So, yes, I think it's a good. This has been a good time. Yes, Nalatia is commenting upon one staffer. Did we get a new staffer last year, Lee? I forget. In fact, I remember being told recently that I really shouldn't talk and make announcements about new staffers before they get a chance to announce it. So I don't know if I'm even allowed to say anything. So I don't know. Could be. Yeah. Maybe we got another staffer last year. I don't know. Maybe her name was Alacia, or it could have been Amisha, or I don't know. I know. I'll think about that. I'll think about that. But no, Lee is definitely a planner. She is definitely a good planner. I generally, well, I mean, I can go into what our strengths are and what our weaknesses are, but I mean, it's pretty much like I can just list both of our strengths, and then you can deduce what our weaknesses are by what the other person's strengths are. That's usually how it works out. Oh my gosh, really, Susan? He needs a firm hand. It is known. Really? Well, you can believe that if you want. But I will advise that's not the best way to manage me. Oh, mercy. Well, okay. Let's see. As far as announcements, I do need to say, first of all, um, that we are not having a gathering on this Thursday or a Shakespeare Reviews on Friday. Now, I mean, we didn't really, I don't think we really committed one way or the other last year on that. We talked about next year we'd start again, but we weren't quite clear on when. And there were many reasons why we didn't. Originally, we were looking at doing um, uh, doing some, well, doing both of them this week. We did think about that, and the idea was to have sort of kind of a clip show where I show clips from little bits from all of the different, the best, I guess, gathering and Shakespeare reviews and Fair Life moments that I could find throughout our year in 2020. And that was sort of the plan. And then Lee reminded me of something very important. And I think she's totally right. Uh, she said that, you know, we have our 1 year anniversary coming up in just a couple of months. It's in middle of March. So why we should do a 1 year, this is what we've accomplished in that year bit then. And she's totally right. So we're going to wait on that. And I talked with, just to make it even more responsible and reasonable, I talked with Dan for Shakespeare Reviews, and he said that, I mean, he was so wiped after producing the New Year's Eve show that he put on with all of us, myself and several other performers. He was exhausted, and he said he just wanted to take the week off. And I said, well, what if we don't do Shakespeare Reviews this week and put it off till next? And he was like, okay, okay, okay. And I realized, yeah, he needs that break too. And I wanted to do that for him. So it just made a lot of sense. So yeah, I think that was the best way to do it. And yes, and Jan mentions that Shakespeare Approves. He won an award for Best Interactive Shakespeare Show. And that is really, congrats to him. Congrats. That was really cool. I mean, let's be honest, he's great at that. So yeah, definitely good, definitely good. And it's always been a pleasure to share a stream with him and talk movies with Shakespeare. It's a lot of fun. I'm sure you can tell. So we always have a lot of fun with it. And but don't worry, we do have another one, another Shakespeare Reviews coming up next week. So don't worry, it'll be happening, and we have we've already mapped out the next several movies, so not a problem. Yes, yes, he was in a car accident before, and that was tough. A few days before New Year's, and he's fine, no problem. Not so good with the car, but yeah. So definitely wish him well if you go on his channel at all. He definitely deserves that. Very good guy. Oh wow. Okay, so it's reverse according to Drew. He says that YouTube normally lags behind Facebook and reverse that. Well, Facebook is a very strict 15 seconds normally. It's very rare that that changes in my experience. And YouTube, it's not that strict. It's it will, if it has a choice between better image quality and a couple of more seconds delay, it will go with the better image quality every time. And I respect Facebook for that. That is their priority. They want the best quality video they can. So that's okay with me. And sometimes it works out where Facebook or YouTube is a little quicker, but sometimes not. But there are ways you can take off some of those settings when you do a stream and say, I just want it as fast as possible. And they will forego a lot of that and make it really quick. And it'll outshine Facebook completely. But I don't do that because Facebook already has the lag, and I'd rather have better quality. So now you know. A little bit of trivia. But yeah, so yeah, we decided not to do anything this week. but I think it was for a good cause, and I think you're going to like it. So, yeah, definitely a good thing. And the following week is going to be pretty cool. Now, I do want to say we are busily working on booking up all of our gatherings and other events for the next several months right now. It's we're actively going crazy with it, and getting an extra week is only going to help with that. And that means more notice about upcoming shows, better promotion. A lot of good things are going to be a result of that. So, better setup, better graphics, better research. I mean, everything. It's going to be generally better shows because some of the acts are going to get many many weeks of notice of you need to do it by then, and they don't feel rushed, and that's always best too. Although sometimes some musicians being rushed is actually very helpful because some don't work well without a quick deadline. They put it off and procrastinate. So we'll see. I'll keep on them. So we'll see. But let's see. I mean, just a few examples. I mean, we're looking at probably bringing in the Drunken Disorderly, which is a group I'm only become familiar with recently, and they really do great music. I like that. And Naughty Nauticals, who were on our show a while ago, they're up for doing another one, and that's going to be a lot of fun. But one thing I'm really excited about is we're going to see. I can't guarantee this, but the Whiskey Bay Rovers filmed their shows on the last weekend of the last fair of last year. Yeah, they filmed a few of their shows, and there were a couple of technical problems here and there, mainly kids jumping in front of the camera and acting like goofballs. I think I might want to leave that in. We'll see. It could be funny, but I'm gonna look at that tonight and see how much of a problem that is. And I'm sure between the couple of videos we can make a show out of it. So we'll see. I can't guarantee it, but I hope. I mean, we were talking about getting one of the last shows of last year at a Ren Fair, so that is kind of cool. I'm really excited about that. I think that would be fun. And don't worry, Langer's Ball will be back too, Susan. They will be back. Don't worry. We've already talked to them. We're already working on several projects with them, so it's going to be awesome. And Damaris, I wasn't directly referring to you, actually. In fact, not at all. You were very good. We definitely we definitely want the Tolston Troubadours back on the show as soon as we can. I don't know how soon it could happen, though. I figure once Sherwood happens that they can record a show or something. We'll talk. We'll talk because getting them all together is a problem. And that's a big problem with a lot of different groups. I mean, we almost have to wait till fair starts for some of them to be able to do shows. So, yeah, and Lee just commented on that, too, that we have some fun stuff going with Langer's Ball. And, yeah, it'll be coming up soon. So something cool to be excited about. Oh, I did want to say something else. Today, if you remember Craig of Farrington, who was on our show a few months ago, and did a great job. He's one of my favorite musicians and favorite people. He's just such a great guy. His birthday is today. So if you haven't yet or missed that in Facebook, go ahead and go over to his page and wish him a happy birthday because it's Craig of Farrington. He's awesome. So just throwing that in as a little birthday wish. But don't worry. I mean, a lot of we're definitely going to have some of the people back that were really just awesome and are able to do it from last year back on the show in some capacity or another. So don't worry. But we're also going to try to put out some new stuff, maybe some groups you haven't even seen before or even heard of. That's the goal, to try to come up with some cool things that to expand your fair knowledge, because, well, that's what Life's Affair is all about. Yeah, actually, Lee's right that we were discussing that we wanted the Tolston Troubadours back about an hour ago at a staff meeting. Yeah, that's very true. That's why I didn't mind saying that out loud here, because we did just talk about it. Of course, the meeting ended, I'm not kidding, about 10 minutes before we went live. So that's how much time I had to prepare. But it worked. We got it. I was a little late tonight, and if you're wondering why, that was why. I had to finish a couple of things and to get the stream going. And yeah, Susan says she hasn't heard of nearly anybody, so sign her up. And that's true. I mean, a lot of this stuff is new, but we'll keep expanding and try to work some people from all over the country and outside of the country down the road. So it should be fun. Yes, this was a booking staff meeting, so we did talk a lot about booking. So that is coming up soon. Um, oh, and Damaris is giving Mark a look. So, uh-huh. Yeah, that's all Mark High. Oh my goodness. That's funny. Okay. Mm. Actually, I wisely chose not to eat before Fair Life tonight because, yeah, I figured that would be very dangerous. Sometimes, snorting and laughing too hard and stuff comes out of your nose, or, yeah, I mean, upset stomach, not so good during this show. And oh gosh, yes, I guess we're gonna have to do like a top 7 list, aren't we? Ooh, that's I didn't think about. Let me see. Yeah, we can do that, right? It's not a problem. Sure, we can do that, right? That'll be fine. Top 7? Is that what y'all want? Y'all want a top 7 list? I can. Let's see. Okay, we got top 7 list. I think I can do this. Okay, let's see. What should the top 7 list be? Hmm. Okay. Okay. About this, the 7 reasons that the Life's Affair staff is taking the week off. How's that? I like this. I like this. Okay. Top 7 reasons why we're taking the week off. So let's start here. Okay. 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 We got this. No problem. And number 7, I still have black eyed peas left, and yeah, that's important because you've got to finish them all, or it's just really bad luck. So I'm still eating black eyed peas. I need a few more days. We're gonna make this happen. It'll be good. So don't worry. I will get that done through this week, and next week will be totally lucky, and all will be well. So got to finish off those. That's important. That is important. Yeah, yeah. So let's see. Number 6 is, let's see, number 6. Okay, Life's Affair 2.0 is just so good that we want more time. Okay? Because, I mean, seriously, the more time we have, the better it's going to be. We've got so many cool things coming up. I mean, oh my gosh, so many cool, just so many wonderful things. It's great. And I think you're going to like it. And if we get an extra week, I think it'll even be better. So it's totally worth it. Totally worth it. So yeah, let's see. Number 5 is, okay, the students got a longer break than we did. I mean, what in the world? That's not fair. I mean, I paid my dues in school, I graduated, and to be an adult for the sole purpose that I would be able to get more time off than I did when I was a kid. Because that's what being adult means, right? Yeah, totally. Yeah, yeah. Less work. That's what I thought, right? Come on. Come on. So they don't get a longer break than we do. Please. No. I became a musician for a reason. So seriously, yeah. Totally. We get the extra break. Yeah. Yeah. Totally. So number 4. Okay. I finally got to work on my juggling. So yeah, don't worry. There's going to be some cool stuff coming up. I mean, I don't have my juggling stuff with me. I mean, oh gosh, just I mean, I've got like all this cool stuff that the juggling's going to happen. Don't worry. Juggling's going to be a thing. Juggling bard. Oh yeah. So, something to keep a watch out for. Oh, it'll happen. It'll happen. So, more juggling. Number 3. Come on, juggling's fun. Don't make fun of juggling. So, number 3. I've still got some pumpkin pie left, okay? And nothing goes better with pumpkin pie than the whiskey chaser. But there's a problem with that. You know, a whiskey chaser and pumpkin pie, or as I like to say, whiskey pie, there's a problem because that doesn't work so well for producing. Mistakes happen. So I need to finish all of that before next week, and then we'll be good. So yes, yes, that is important. Yes, that is important. Um, oh gosh, Lee says, fun fact, Andrew actually can juggle. I've personally witnessed it. No, no, but we're not talking about women here. We're talking about, this is a side point. Okay, number two, better graphics equal better show. And if we get an extra week, that means it will be a better show. I'm working on a ton of graphic upgrades. Shakespeare Reviews is going to get a graphic upgrade on it. Gathering will. Even Faire Life is going to get a few upgrades. I think I've kind of got that where I want it, but there's going to be some tweaking that's going to go on. So yes, yes, it is. Oh, we're going with it with a green eggs and ham parody. Oh dear. Oh, would you eat it with? Would you eat pie with whiskey? And no, I'm not going to do it. Ah. Okay. Number one. The number one reason the Life's Affair staff is taking the week off. This one's the important one now. Okay. Here we go. I'm finally mostly sane. Okay, I think I've reached 90% sane after the vacation. And I want to prove all of you wrong that I can actually make it to 100% sane. It's going to happen. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to get 100% sane. It's going to be great. I'm going to be able to just, converse with witty dialogue about important things and mean them with everything my heart and mind can perceive and understand. It's going to be wonderful. Wonderful. Still on the pie. Oh, goodness. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, my gosh. Okay. I'm going to have to work on a Dr. Seuss parody, aren't I? Whew. Ah. Okay. Okay, I got you. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So let's see. That is our 7 reasons for the week that the Life's Affair staff is taking the week off. No. Damaris, I did not look into the void, so I can pull back. It's okay. It's going to be okay. It will. It'll be okay. Ah. So yeah, no. Sanity. You got to realize sanity is a very relative concept. One person's sanity is another person's insanity. So for me, my version of sane might not be the same as yours. You've got to realize that. All right. So that's important to keep in mind. Yeah, my version of sanity involves lots of music, juggling, whiskey, pumpkin pie. I mean, it's not quite the same as yours, probably. Or maybe it should be. So 7 reasons. And this week it opens up so many cool things to work on. The graphical, so many cool things. Let me tell you some of the cool things, because that's going to be cool. We're really excited about a lot of this. Let me see. The sing-along we've been talking about for a while, and we've done a little bit here and there. We're going to start putting up sing-along clips here and there in the future, and we are working on it. And it's looking good. I'm working on the process of how to do it efficiently and effectively. And because there's not really a clear way to do it, there's not software that just does a follow the bouncing ball thing, but I'm working on it. It is going to be pretty cool. So yeah, I think you're gonna like it. That is going to be a lot of fun. And if there are particular songs, artists and their songs that you would like to see done with us as a sing along, let us know. Definitely, because we would want to hear about that. We're picking songs to start out with right now. So a lot of fun. We've got a lot of special events coming up. So that is a ton of fun. Um, I mean, I guess I can't really go into them too much, but I mean, just you remember a lot of the special events we did last year. There's going to be more of that, except more and better. So that should be a lot of fun. Oh, and I do need to tell you this. Don't worry, Fair Life is here to stay. So we've got lots. Fair Life on Mondays is going to keep going. We're not throwing that away. I know it kind of started as a as a test for Facebook and YouTube, to see if live streams were working on the weekends and soon after on Monday. That's how Fairlife started, if any of you remember. But yeah, yeah, um, yeah. What's wrong with talking a lot about this? What did I do? Lee seems upset, like I'm talking a lot about this. Is that bad? Is that bad? I thought I could talk a lot about this. I mean, right? Because we've got stuff coming up, and that's what Fair Life is all about, talking about the future. So, because we've got like, we're doing a gathering makeover. So, gathering, it's going to look a lot different. I mean, we made a lot of graphical changes through last year, but we're doing some serious upgrades and some retooling and working on it. So that should be a lot of fun. Um, let's see. We have. Um, oh yeah, and I told you we're booking out episodes well into the future, so that's going to be great for gathering too. So that's going to help out a lot. We're going to be able to set up the shows well in advance, and I won't be tweaking up until right before we go live like I sometimes was. Whew, that's always rough. Um, let's see. Oh, right. You remember the community sewing and the recipe swap? The recipe swap went on, and you're also talking about a community sewing get together thing. Those are happening. So recipe swap will happen again. So we'll do more cooking, and it will be it should be a lot of fun. So look forward to that in the near future. Um, so yeah, there's that. There's multiple new podcasts. Um, we're going to turn Shakespeare reviews into a podcast as well. It's still going to have the video, so don't worry. We're not going to change that, but we're also going to make it a podcast because some people would prefer to listen to it as opposed to watch a video. It might be easier for some people, especially now that people are going back to work more and all that, and in their cars more. So podcasts, a good thing. So we're going to turn the old episodes into podcasts as well, so you can go through them again if you'd like. And all the new ones will do double. You'll have a podcast and the video. So that's going to be pretty cool. Uh, let's see. Then we have, oh gosh, we are still working on a narrative podcast, and that should be, and that's not coming up immediately, but it's still a process. There's a lot of foundational work we need to still do on that, but it is moving along. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm working on two new podcasts for me because, two is just not enough. I've got to do more than that. So I'm working on one called Fair Geek, which will talk about some cool stuff, sort of fringe fair stuff people that go to fair would be interested in, but it's not technically fair stuff. So more technology type of stuff, pop culture, stuff that people that go to fair would be interested in. And that's kind of what I'm going to base that podcast on. I think it's going to be cool. And then another podcast called Tech Tangent, which I'm really happy about. That's going to be more specific to technology that people who go to fair need to know about, and what cool things they can do with it. Whether they're camping at fair, or whether they're just out at fair, or whether they want to do their own live streams or whatever. It's going to be some cool stuff. So I think that there's room for that. So I think that'll be cool. And yeah, so I think that'll be fun. Yeah, okay, let's see. Oh, there's also going to be a lot of new written stuff. That's going to be pretty cool. So that's oh, I guess I can't really go much into that. Yeah, it's not just going to be visual. It's not just going to be audible. It's also going to be written material that in different forms and different things that we're working on for the future. So I think you're going to like that. Um, and Lee is saying that Fair Geek, our thinly veiled excuse to be able to discuss important things like Firefly. Um, yeah, okay, that's not wrong. I mean, it allows me to wear this shirt because this is so not fair. Not really. Yeah, all of you have probably seen the kilt wearing stormtrooper at Ren Fair, but it's still, um, it is still exactly isn't a fair shirt. But on Fair Geek, it's something we can not just wear but talk about, and it's going to be fun. Uh, okay. And so, oh, right. And speaking of T-shirts, we're looking at doing some merchandise for Life's Affair, including T-shirts. We're going to do a group of T-shirts, and we're working with a wonderful artist to work on. You know, we're coming up with ideas and designs, and she's going to work on putting those onto doing the graphics and that design for us, and it's going really well. Uh, Really great artist. You may be familiar with her. I mean, I don't want to really give it away, but her name kind of rhymes with Riston, and I guess it starts with a K. Um, so yeah, something like that. Yeah, might be familiar with her. But no, that's going to be a lot of fun. So look for that in the not too distant future. We're still working on out ideas, but we should get the first few here going pretty soon. So I'm looking forward to that. And let's see. Oh, so much content. A ton of content we're working on. I mean, more than I can easily list. I mean, Lee and I had a meeting about this last week, and it was, oh my gosh, I think it went. The meeting was like 4 hours long, just talking about content. It was really nuts. Um, a long list. So there's a lot of things in the works. You know, several months ago when we said, "Oh, we've got a lot of things in the works," we were lying because now we've got a whole heck of a lot of things in the works. It is crazy. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, right. We also are doing some projects with other performers and or merchants. So yeah, a lot of projects that we're working on. I mean, I once again more than I can talk about. A little bit here, a little bit there. I mean, some of it's going to be video, some of it's not. I mean, it's all a lot of different things to look out for. So a lot of different people involved in Fair, not just one demographic are going to be involved, and that is great. I love that. One of the things we really wanted to avoid was to stick too much to one group. And for me, I mean, I'm a performer, so there's that natural tendency to say, you know, oh, another musician, let's bring them on and do that. And we have done that a bit, but we're trying to not just go for musicians to work with all the people who do Fair because it's such a wide, diverse group who make it up. I mean, it is the number of people that put it all together is just huge, and all of them are important. I mean, it's a huge process, and you have to respect all of them because it is a huge undertaking, and it's no matter what they do, it's always a lot of work. So, wow. Okay. Yeah. Uh, let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Gosh. I think. I guess that's about it. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There is one more thing I can talk about. This is I saved the best for last. This is awesome. Okay. So there's some new kind of show there's a new kind of show that we're working on, and it's really cool. It's well, it's a live show. I know a lot of the stuff we do is pre-recorded and then we live stream it. pre-recorded video from performers. But this, oh, this is going to be good. This is more, okay, it's more complicated than that. This is a bad start. Okay, really, how it kind of works is, first of all, it's kind of like, it's kind of then the UDP stream, I mean, it would just go out. And I mean, that is the amazing part because that's not easy to do. So the UDP stream gets sent to me, and then that's where the real magic happens, okay? Because with that, then what it happens is, well, that is my favorite part right there because with that, that makes it the most amazing thing coming up this year. So I love it, okay? So I know you're gonna love it too. Wow, it's so good to get that off my chest. What? Lip reading time? What did you do? Lee, my fault for giving her censored control from afar. Okay, when just for all of you watching, if you're going to do your own stream, don't set up remote access for somebody across the country. Okay, fine. So I guess you're saying I wasn't supposed to talk about that type of thing we were doing? Can't do that? Is that it? Um, so no? Okay, fine. We won't talk about that. Okay, well, just to say, there are some really cool things coming. I think you're going to like that. I don't know how much of that you heard, but it was really sweet. It's really cool. I really like the cool stuff. Um, well, anyway, other than that, I mean, there's still so many little projects and things going on that I can't even begin to go over. I mean, it's just so much. It's it's really it's going to be a blast. So I am so excited. I know you can tell, and I know you can tell I have so much more energy than I did just a few weeks ago because the break has helped. But it's not just that. I mean, it's been the ability to just kind of sit back and create for a while and enjoy and just kind of imagine and do what I like to call ponder possibilities because this is such a great medium for doing almost anything. There, our options are almost limitless. So when you have a blank canvas and you can do anything, one of two things happens. You either just kind of get lost because it's too many options and you can't filter them down into a few ideas, or you immediately think of 100 different options because they're all so awesome. And I think we kind of did the latter, and it is going to be a wonderful time. And I'm really glad all of you are going to be a part of it because I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be great. Yeah. And hopefully, yeah, maybe this was a little too soon, Lee. So I guess we can maybe talk a little bit more about it next week and go a little more into detail since this is sort of like the preview show. I mean, normally we talk about what's coming up in the this week, and we don't really have much, but next week is going to be a little more. But I just wanted to say thanks for last year and hanging out and being such an important and fun part of Fair Life and overall with Life's Affair, because it has been a ton of fun. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this year, and I really think things are going to be pretty freaking awesome. And yeah, Lee is totally right. We're actively looking for content contributors. So yeah, if you have an idea or something you would like to do on our channel, let us know. Because obviously, I mean, I know I've said a few things I'm doing and that I want to do, but a lot of those things I listed did not come from me. Some didn't come from Lee. They were ideas from other people who wanted to get involved and do some stuff. So yeah, I mean, let's if you have an idea, talk to us, because we are still actively doing a ton of stuff. And even if it's like a few weeks from now and we're starting to produce all of this material, then don't worry. I mean, still talk to us, because we are actively developing stuff consistently. So this is going to be a great year. So yeah. Oh, and it's 7:55. I got it in under the hour. Yes. That's always what I try for. You know, and I remember earlier today, Lee, when I said that I thought this was going to be a short show because I really had nothing to talk about with Thursday or Friday. Yeah, that was me being naive. That was definitely me being naive. I realize now why you were just kind of going, yeah, okay, sure. That makes more sense now. Well, thank you, everyone, and hope to see you soon, and look forward to the next. I look forward to the next several weeks, months, and years. This is just going to be awesome. And Susan's right. It is shorter than the last one. You are right. So totally, it is a good one. So take care, everyone. Have a wondrous evening, a wondrous week, and I'll see you soon. Take care.